This woman uses dark power to make my baby die every time the doctor said I was carrying a boy. I lived in a big house with my husband, Chief Okonkwo. He was a rich and respected man in our town. He had 2 wives. The senior wife was Udoma. She already had 3 children, all girls. I was the junior wife. I was younger, quiet, and kind. My husband wanted a son very badly. He used to say, I need a boy to be my heir, a boy to carry my name. Each time I became pregnant, we went to the doctor. The doctor would check the baby. If the doctor said it was a girl, nothing happened. Udoma would smile. She would act happy. I would carry the pregnancy to full term and give birth. But anytime the doctor said I was carrying a boy, my life changed. At night, when the house was silent and everyone was asleep, someone would come into my room. I never heard footsteps. I only felt a cold presence. Udoma would stand beside my bed like a shadow. Her eyes looked strange in the dark. She would place her hand on my stomach and whisper words I could not understand. After that night, pain would start. By morning, my baby would be gone. This happened again and again. Every boy child I carried never survived. I cried, prayed, and blamed myself. I did not know someone was hurting me. Udoma smiled during the day, but inside her heart was full of jealousy. She feared that if I gave birth to a son, I would become more important than her. One night, an old woman from the village gave me a strong protective charm. She told me to wear it while sleeping. That same night, Udoma came again, but this time, I woke up. I caught her hand on my stomach. I looked into her eyes and shouted, I know it is you. You are the one killing my children. My shout woke the whole house. My husband rushed in and saw everything. Chief Okonkwo was broken and angry. He turned to Adiz and sent her out of the room. I carried my baby safely. I gave birth to a healthy son. After I gave birth to my son, I thought the storm was over. I was wrong. The day my baby cried for the first time, joy filled the house. Servants smiled. My husband wept with happiness. My heir, he said, holding the child close. But not everyone rejoiced. Adiz did not look at my son with love. She looked at him with fear. Fear that her place was gone. Fear that her daughters would be forgotten. Fear that the child in my arms had changed everything. She was sent away from my room, but she was not gone from the house. And she was not gone from my life. From that day, I never slept peacefully. Sometimes my baby would cry suddenly in the night, as if he sensed danger before I did. Sometimes I would wake up feeling washed. Adiz began to move differently. She spoke softly, but her eyes followed my son everywhere. She whispered to visitors. She stayed out late. She visited places she had never gone before. My heart was never calm. One evening, an old maid pulled me aside and whispered, Madam, protect your child. The senior wife is still looking for a way. Fear entered my bones. I stopped letting my baby out of my sight. I prayed every night. I tied protective charms to his cradle. I slept with one eye open. Adiz tried another way. She went to my husband. She cried fake tears and said, this child is too young to be called heir. What if something happens? My daughters are older. They understand the house. My husband looked at her and said nothing. That silence hurt her more than words. When she saw she could not move my husband's heart, she turned her anger toward the child again. One night, I heard footsteps. I held my baby tight. The door creaked. Before anyone could touch my child, the guards rushed in. My husband followed behind them. Adiz stood frozen. That was the night everything ended. Chief Okonkwo spoke with a voice I had never heard before. You crossed the line, he said. This child will live, and you will never touch him. She was sent away from the compound forever. Not as a wife, not as a queen of the house, as a stranger. After that night, peace slowly returned. My son grew. He learned to walk. He learned to speak. He learned his father's name. And every time I looked at him, I remembered the children I lost, and the child who survived. Jealousy almost destroyed me, but love protected my son. And today, he is alive. He is strong, and he is the heir. Today, when I look back at everything that happened, I understand one painful truth. Jealousy is a slow poison. It does not only destroy the person it is directed at, it destroys the one who carries it. Adiz was not fighting me. She was fighting fear. Fear of losing relevance. Fear of being replaced. And in trying to protect her position, she lost everything. Power used in darkness always comes back in shame. What is built on hatred can never stand. Children are blessings, not weapons. No womb should be attacked because of pride. No child should suffer because of adult envy. God does not cannot sleep. Truth may be silent for a while, but it will always speak. If you are listening to this story today, let it remind you, do not let jealousy turn you into someone you cannot recognize. Do not fight others for places God has not taken from you. What is meant for you will never pass you by. And for those who suffer quietly, who cry behind closed doors, who feel attacked for no reason, hold on. Light always exposes darkness, and love will always win in the end. What would you have done if you were in my position? Would you confront the truth or stay silent to protect your peace? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice matters. If this story touched your heart, please like this video to help others see it. Subscribe for more real-life stories and African moral lessons that teach, heal, and warn. And share this video with someone who needs to hear this message today, because silence allows darkness to grow, but stories bring light.